What happens when you take a game that feels like Nuclear Throne and then add the absolutely insane weapon variety and synergies of Enter the Gungeon? Not sold? What if I told you that you're a cat on a mission to rescue your eggs, flipping out and blasting a whole range of birds into oblivion? This is Meowmunitions, and it's time for a first look. First off, I want to be fully transparent. This key was provided to me by the developers. However, from what I can tell, is the same build currently available as a free demo on the Steam store. So, if you like what you see today, you can grab that demo and wishlist the game via the link in the description below. Now, let's get to the good stuff. Meowmunitions is a bullet hell roguelite made by a single developer. You go through different biomes clearing groups of enemies, each with their own attack pattern, making you think of how to approach each one in a fight. As you keep going, you start finding chests where you get crafting components to customize your gun, and I'm telling you now, the combos get pretty weird. I had a gun that shoots 4 black holes, or literally just spews trash at enemies. And it's not just about getting new weapons, it's about evolving your current one. Where Meowmunitions truly shines, and what makes it completely wild, is its iterative gun crafting system. Unlike other roguelites where you might pick a weapon and stick with it, here you're constantly finding components that build on your existing gun. Take for example, the trash gun I made. It was already absurd, but then I found a component that added massive explosions to every projectile. Alright, so with that core gameplay loop covered, let's dive into what I really liked during my time with the demo. First off, the core concept of building your own gun, paired with that frantic bullet dodging by flipping right over projectiles, creates a really fun and incredibly engaging moment-to-moment gameplay loop. It felt so satisfying to combine components and then immediately put my custom weapon to the test in those intense fights. This is also paired with some excellent quality of life improvements. Things like being able to open your map and instantly teleport to any room you've already cleared. That's a huge time saver and keeps the action flowing. I also thoroughly enjoyed the variety and design of the enemies. As I mentioned earlier, you've got enemies of all types. There's the classic birdhouse that just spawns endless waves of attacking birds, the missile birds that explode when they die, and fat birds that hop around and unleash a circle of bullets when they land. I'm genuinely looking forward to seeing what else they have in store in the full game. This design creativity also extends to the bosses. In the build I played, I got to fight 2 of them. There was this massive chonker of a boss that really distracted you with all the smaller enemies that spawned. Then, when you least expected it, it would throw huge projectiles that themselves spawned more bullets, or even start firing at you with finger guns. It was chaotic and a blast to fight. The other boss was a scarecrow that really overwhelmed you with different patterns of projectiles. What was cool about this one was how it changed the speeds of its attacks to catch you off guard. And finally, the most important point, you play as a cat. What else can I say? It just makes everything better. Now, no game, especially in a demo or early access phase, is perfect. So let's talk about why I found myself disliking, or what I think could be improved based on my time with the Meowmunitions preview. My biggest hurdle, and something you should be aware of, were the bugs. There were quite a few. At one point in the tutorial, I actually got completely stuck and couldn't move or progress. And in one of my runs, I added a component to my gun that somehow moved the gun's core, which definitely shouldn't be movable. And then I couldn't access my inventory for the rest of the run, forcing a restart. Now, to play devil's advocate here, I did reach out to the developer with this information, and I have to give them credit. They were incredibly quick to patch fixes, which is absolutely appreciated for a solo dev. However, do tread carefully and expect some rough edges in this preview build. Another point was the repetitive music. When I'm diving into a fast-paced bullet hell roguelite like this, I really want the music to match the action and keep me hyped. But instead, it was just one track playing on loop. I honestly got pretty sick of the trumpets after a while, so I ended up switching it off and playing my own music instead, which is a bit of a shame. Then there's the lack of oomph to the shooting mechanic. While the creativity and aesthetics of the projectiles were fantastic, shooting trash or black holes was visually cool, I often didn't feel like I was doing major damage with my custom gun. The impact felt a little muted, which can dampen the satisfaction of blasting through enemies. And this is a bit specific, but a minor frustration for me was the shops. The shop items don't explain what they do, and even more so, the items don't have any names. When I'm talking to a friend about the crazy build I just made, I want to be able to mention the specific names of the components that led to my victory. not just describe them vaguely. It would really help with the player discussion and build crafting. So, that's my first look at Meowmunitions. Despite a few rough edges, what I've seen is an incredibly promising and genuinely fun bullet hell roguelite, especially with this unique gun crafting system that truly lets you create some wild combinations. If you're a fan of high-octane, chaotic roguelites like Nuclear Throne or Enter the Gungeon, but you're looking for something that's truly fresh and a creative twist on weapon progression, not to mention you get to play as an adorable gun-toting cat, then this is absolutely one to keep an eye on. Remember, you can try out the free demo for Meowmunitions right now on Steam. I've put a direct link to the Steam page down in the description below, so you can check it out for yourself. And if you enjoy what you see, please consider wishlisting the game. It's a huge way to support solo developers and helps the game immensely. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more Meowmunitions gameplay, because the developers are releasing a new pre-release build next week that I absolutely can't wait to get my hands on. If you enjoyed this first look and you want to see more indie game reviews and impressions like this, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss my next upload. Have a good day and stay weird.